Yes, agree, because consciously positive is about that. Like every day we are learning something new. And
Yeah. Savana ji?
yeah, that's what I said. No, we are learning every day new because that's
Definitely.
important.
And whether it is required or not. Naveen ji?
Yes.
Yeah. And Jack, do you
Yes,
have
sir.
any? Yeah.
हाँ जी,
So
हाँ, yes.
definitely.
Good
So that's
morning.
why today I have taken the topic in lifelong learning, and nobody can say whether I'm a doctor, whether I'm a chartered accountant, whether I'm any professional, whether I'm working in government job, whether I'm doing my own business. Look, whatever the way, and suppose I'm a student, so definitely a student is the journey of learning. So no student can say कि without learning I can achieve something. Okay, so in life, wherever you are, whether you are the housewife, whether you are doing business, whether you are in process to start your business or starting any mentorship or being the any coach, anything, everything required learning, and there is no limit of learning. And once you make the habit, every day you have to learn something, so that will be the great for you, because learning is a process. And no, and you cannot say ki, yeah, I'm full of knowledge, and right now there is no requirement of knowledge, because once you achieve one level, then you have to see for the another milestone and another standard. So it is there is no end of journey of learning. So every time, every moment, you have to ready yourself. You have to learn, and you have to enjoy your life. So today we are going to discuss about two and three things. What is the learning resources we have the life, we have family, we have friends, we have books, we have lots of social media and etc. So where we have to learn, so that is the first we will see what is the learning resources, then why LL, lifelong learning is required, and in last, what is the various way how we can learn, and what is the way, and whether we have thought about this one or we have thought of how we have to implement. So this is the three things that we are going to discuss today. Any participant who has any question, they can write their question in the chat box, or they can write their any question in notebook, mobile, and anywhere, so that at end of session we have the question answer, so your all question will be solved here. Yeah. So सबसे पहले we have to understand why कि हमें life, why we have to do lifelong learning. So what is the need? If we are not able to understand this particular thing, then it will be not a good thing. It will not provide our objective. सबसे, and then we have to understand कि what is the source and what the impact. So ये जो three things है, why, source, and impact, we have to understand कि when we have decided to become lifelong learner, and we have created that journey into our life as a lifelong learning, so what is the why it's required, what is the source, and what is the impact. So we have to discuss all three things. So there is the one quotation: if you are not willing to learn, no one can help you. If you are determined to learn, no one can stop you. So this is the thing ki when you have taken decision ki I have to learn, so nobody will stop you. So might be possible that someone can create some obstacle in your life, in your journey, but once you have taken decision ki no, I have to learn, then there is no other way to have to achieve your success. So first of all, you have to determine. Otherwise, suppose I have taken decision ki no, I have not to learn, so what will happen? Nobody can help. Suppose that I have taken decision to become IS officer, and this is my desire, but I have thinking ki no, yaar, I will not take any coaching, I will not read any books, I'm not interested to learn. So whether my teacher my coaching, my parent will help, my friends will help. No, because I am not thinking about myself to learn. So first of all, you have to understand you have willing to learn or not. Once you have willing, then it's good. You can achieve your success. Or once you have determined, then once you determine your willing learning journey, then you have to create milestone in your journey. In the first week, first month, or first year, what you have to learn, and how can I achieve my journey. So this is the one thing. Ki once you determine, no one can stop you, because once you determine, you create some milestone, you create your roadmap, and in roadmap you have started your journey, so nobody will stop you. If you don't learn to walk by following rule, you learn by doing and falling over. It means you suppose that any kids who which is approx 2 and 3 years, and he or she has to start walking, then their parent is giving some tips. Look, you have to walk this way. First, you have to take the uh, you have to take the help of wall or any goods. But that guy, that girl or boy is not listening, or he or she is not listening that rules. So what will happen? That guy or girl will fall, and after falling 3 4 5 6 7 times, he will understand or she will understand, no, whatever my parent is saying, that is the right. I have to take help of wall or any other goods, any other goods or object that they will give me the balance to me. So that is the most important. Once you have taken not to follow rule, so you will lose lots of things. And here it is the opportunity cost. Suppose that you are a businessman and you have decided to achieve, right now your turnover is approx 1 CR. Okay, and you have taken decision, next year my turnover should be 2 or 3 CR. Then it means you have to increase your turnover by 2 times, 3 times, yeah, 4 times. So there is some rule. You have to increase your sales, you have to increase your profitability, and you have to rotate your cash flow, because without rotation of cash flow, you cannot uh, you cannot have the good profit, or you cannot have the good turnover. So you have to learn from some books, you have to learn from some coach or anyone. They will provide the solution. From 1 CR to 5 CR, how you can go, and what kind of the changes is required in your organization. Suppose there is no automation in your organization, everything dependent on you, every decision you are taking. So they will provide the some rule how you have to make automation in your business, so you can increase your turnover from 1 CR to 5 CR. If you are into job and right now your CTC is approximately 10 lakh rupees, and you are the determined, next year I will give interview in the MNC company, and my CTC must be 20 lakhs or 18 lakhs rupees. For that, suppose that you have targeted 2 and 3 MNC. Here, I have to give the interview, or I want to director, or I want to assistant manager in that MNC. So it means, so first of all, you have to understand what kind of skill and development is required. Suppose that you are not good in soft skill, then you have to learn what is the soft skill, how you have to communicate with your senior, how you have to communicate with your juniors. Okay, so there is lots of the learning where you have to apply. If you don't follow that rule, then what will happen? You will give the interview in one MNC, two MNC, three MNC, and everywhere you will reject it. And after that, you will learn something. No, yeah, I have lose something. I have to follow rule. I have to take the some coaching, etc. Okay, so it is the opportunity cost. So I will suggest once you have decided I have to learn and what is your goal, then follow that rule. Otherwise, you will lose, and that opportunity cost will be very high. Whether you are into job, whether you are into business. Then this is the two quotation that I have to share with you. Now you will say, Manish, okay, you told me learning is the important, and you have also realized learning is the important and it is the lifelong process. Okay, then why मैं करूं क्यों? Why I have to do learning? The first thing is that whatever you have a skill, you have to develop each and every day. Suppose that you are a doctor, so you have listened or you have heard or you have read in everywhere कि now operation is doing by the robotic operation. Okay, so you have, if you are the doctor, you have to understand the technology. What kind of the technology right now and what kind of the technology is coming in the next 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. And just I take the one example. Before 20 years and 30 years ago, there was no calculator. Every calculation in government department and in private department, they are doing the manually. They have the very big register of account and they're doing the manual counting. But now it is the calculator. Now it is the Excel where we can put lots of formula and we can derive result in a very quick second, by like 1 second, 2 second, and 3 second. Okay, so you have to, whether you are doctor or engineer or anywhere, you have to develop your skill. Otherwise, you will be out of market. So lifelong learning is the important. You have to increase, you have to enhance your skill. Now you are IT engineer. In IT, every day is going on. Some days, long back it was the Java, long back it was the C++ language. Okay, now it is the big data and lots of the other language. And you have before 10 years, 20 years back, it was only website, but now within the last 5 years, it is the app. Might be possible next 5 years something will be else. So if you are in the IT industry, so definitely you have to develop your skill. And then you have to understand the new process, new ideas. What is the coming in market? They say I have visited one startup event last month. I have seen one particular idea. That idea in home we are doing the some exercise or we are doing some yoga. So that startup guys has taken. Suppose you want to do yoga or you want to do exercise in your home. So who will suggest you your step or whatever you are doing as a yoga, whatever step you are doing as an exercise, or you are doing the dumbbell, then whether it is the correct or not. So they have created one particular software. You have to stand in front of your laptop, in front of your mobile, or in front of desktop, and you have to open that app, and you have to put key. Now I want to do pranana. I have to do meditation. Okay, so just you have to type what meditation you want to do, and you have to sit in front of computer. The computer will tell you your posture is right or not. Whatever you are taking the in you are taking your oxygen or anything in the process, whether it is in the scientific process or not. So that idea I have never realized before going that uh, a startup event. I have never realized that this kind of software or this kind of a startup can come. So learning is the important. You have to understand what's coming in market. Suppose that you are not aware this is available in market, so how will you educate your next generation? How will educate your kids? Yeah, this is the one kind of the new startup. So suppose that you are aware about this startup, so you can provide information to your kids. Look, that particular person is doing this kind of the work. Even you can enhance that application or you can do something else, whatever he have started. Okay, so as being the parent or as being the person, we have to know what is the going on and what is the new idea in world, so we can enhance our ability, our skill. Otherwise we will be outdated from market, and just we will blame government or someone else or society if there is no such as the you can say job or placement in market, and I don't have money. So not you have to blame. Just you have to learn okay, what is in new ideas process in society, so you can develop your skill to beat market. And obviously, but once you have knowledge, so definitely you will share to others. You will share with your friends, you can share your kids, or you can share with your next generation. So first of all, you have to have knowledge inside you, so you can share others. Suppose that I am not aware if there is some fashion designing course available in market, and my kids can do. I know only 3 to 4 courses like engineer, doctor, and I know ki there is some private job in the account, and my kids can do government job. But I'm not aware. There is a fashion designing course, there is a filmmaking course, there is a some bakery course, there is a some trainer. Okay, my kids can be trainer, my kids can be startup. So I'm not aware. As being the parent, once I'm not aware about new process, new idea, new job, so how I can share my knowledge to my kids or anyone who has taken the suggestion to me. He, suppose that I visited my friend's home and my friends has asked, Manish, do you have any other courses that is useful for my kids? I'm not aware. I know only 3 to 4 things. Kids can be engineer, doctor, MBA, or go into the some private job as well as some government job. So I will not able to provide what she or he can do for the betterment of their life. So जरूरी इसलिए है कि we have to develop own skill, we have to know new process in market or in society, so I can beat market and society. And definitely once I have the knowledge, so I will enhance knowledge of others to create their ability. Okay, now, and most important thing, you have seen everywhere, as you more learn, you more earn. Because once you more learn, you see the what is the new possibility in market. So when you have the new possibility, it is always the chances to have more earning. Just I give the one more example. Suppose that before 10 years back, there was there was a mobile, but it was not a smartphone. So at that particular time, everyone was doing only, they are making only website. Once the mobile has come with a smartphone, what happened? Every some person, those they are making website, they move into making application. And do you know one thing? If website will be available in the 5,000, 10,000 or 15,000, but your app start at least 1 lakh rupees. It means any software professional who has turned from website, or any professional who turned from IT industry to making application, they are making good money, very good money, because they are making website only in the 5,000, 10,000 or 20,000. But app, they are making at least 1 lakh rupees, 2 lakh rupees. So once you learn, because without learning you cannot make application. So more you learn, more you have the opportunity to earn. So definitely you will earn lots of money, and you will be the respected in society. So it is the learning is the important. Now, what is the resources? Once you have taken decision, you realize yourself that, yeah, Manish, learning is the most important thing. We have to learn, we have to create some milestone, and on that roadmap, we have to journey, we have to walk, we have to run. So what is the way? What is the resources? The first resource is the book. Now it is the missing in our life, at least with the new generation. Actually, last time I have given the lecture in the 2 and 3 college, where I have find out some lecturer is giving us such kind of the complaint. A student, they are using only mobile and laptop for their study. They are not ready to open book. Even they they have to read some text. What they do, they download the PDF, and from PDF they are learning or they are reading. So that is a very bad habit. If you have any kids in your home after 9, 10, +2 or in graduation, and your kids is using only laptop, mobile for reading, learning, then it is a bad habit. You have to say no. You have to use your textbook because once you start book, then it is the uh, more attention uh, on book rather than laptop and mobile. Reason is that your books is not giving the light reflection. They just give the pleasure to your eyes. But in case of mobile and in case of laptop, they are giving the light reflection and lots of the headache in your mind. So you have to give tips to your kids or anyone who is just watching or reading PDF in mobile or laptop. Then you have to suggest look, you have to go and refer your book, because book is the best sources. So first learning mode is the book, where whatever the way, whether you have to read any non-fictional book, you have to read your technical book or anything. First of all, you have to go for book. Then social media and internet, because social media and internet, in book you have purchased one writer book, so you will get only information of that particular, but social media and internet in your hand. Once you have clicked one question to your Quora or your Google, so you will get lots of answer. Okay, so you can use your social media, but first of all, you have to refer your book. Reason is that in social media, same question is answered by various person, and might be possible some person have given the wrong answer. So once you are aware of what has been written in books, what is the correct answer, then you can correlate with your social media or internet answer. Yeah, this is the perfect answer. I have to follow Mr. XYZ on social media because he is giving the perfect and right solution. But you are not able to understand what is the right and wrong. Then once you have taken the wrong information and you have discussed, you have shared with some other, then it will create bad impact in your life, because you thought whatever the I have information, this is very good, but in reality it is not a good thing. Then now it is the time to have the some coach guru, you have to attend some seminar and webinar. So this is the lots of the various aspects, like you have to go through book, internet, social media, coach, guru, webinar, seminar, whatever the location, whatever the option you are available, you have to do. And in last, I will say the last resource and best resource is life. Life is that every moment we are living, so it is the life, and we have to understand what is the we have the learning. Suppose that I have kids in my home, so he is doing any activity, I have to learn from their activity. When I'm traveling, I'm on road, I'm in metro, I'm in train, okay, I'm traveling by flight, I'm traveling by train. So whatever the activity is going on by the public, by TT or any official, or some passenger, that passenger is sitting in front of me, from in my back, in my front. So whatever they are doing the activity, so whether it is a good activity or good thing, so I have to absorb. So you have to keep your eyes open. You have to you must be in the LLM mode to learn, to listen whatever the going on in your life. Suppose that there's a, you and me know, if while driving car, we have not to pick up phone. But tell me yourself, answer. You have to tell yourself if whether you have picked your phone while driving motor car or not. So definitely 99 or even 100% will give answer ki yes, Manish, I have taken the once in a uh, I have picked my phone once in a life while I was driving the car. It is a very common phenomenon. Okay, but you and me is aware कि taking phone while driving car is not a good. It is the punishable offense, and we have to pay penalty. Okay. In spite of that, we have taken. So I'm saying that is the I have written the last line. Life. Life is the one thing where we have to learn lots of things. Just we have to keep eyes open, and we have to be in LLM mode, so we can observe whatever the activity is going on, whatever the person is coming to nearby to me, and we have to learn and understand. One more example of life. Whenever you are stuck at red light, whenever you are stuck at red light, and there is a two kind of the vendor on roadside. One is the one person who is the selling balloon, and one person is selling books. And suppose that you are on bike, or you don't have kids, you don't have girlfriend, wife, or sister, or you don't have the female partner with on your bike. So whether balloon bala, that vendor who is selling the balloon will come to you? No, that will not come. But other vendor who is selling books, might be possible he will come. But in the same motorcycle, if you are with your wife, with your sister, or with your mother, with any kids, the vendor who is selling the balloon, vendor who is selling books, both will come to you, because he know, that vendor know, if there is any kids, so it is the chances that they will buy some balloon. So that we have to understand कि a small vendor who is the selling goods at red light, they can understand the target audience, they can understand the target market. So why not we have to learn and we have to understand that thing. So that you have to realize from your life, whatever the location, whatever the place you are. So you have to learn what's going on in your life. From the life we can learn from family, friends, because family is the family and parent is the first school of our life. So family, friends, office, business. And last as I have told you the example of the red light. When we are stuck at the red light, then I have given the example of there is the two vendor, one is the selling balloon and another is selling books. So who will come to you? That he defined who require my product. So you have to learn from your experience, because your experience is the most important thing for learning. A person who asks is a fool for the 5 minutes, and a person who never asks is the fool for life. As we have attended any seminar, any course, or anywhere, when teacher, guru, or any coach is asking, do you have any question? So most of them, they don't ask any question. I, even sometimes I don't ask you the question. So when you are not asking question, there is only two way. One, your or problem has been sorted out. You have understand in very easy term, and there is no question. But another thing, you don't understand anything, and you are thinking, okay, once I will ask this question, might be possible other will understand ki, no, this person is not very good, and he has not understand ki what teacher, coach, or any mentor is giving the tips. Why I will show my fullness to others? So that is the biggest reason. If you are thinking such like this, so you will never understand what you are missing, because whatever you have doubt, he will not ask your coach, he will not give the doubts to you, he will not give the solution your doubts. So whatever the situation you are residing, or whatever the situation you are into, so that will not overcome, and it will create problem for you lifelong. So whenever you have attended any function, any event, any seminar, and webinar, once you have any question, whether you are thinking it is a small question or it is a foolish question or anything, but you have to ask, because it's your doubt. It is your duty to clarify your doubt. Otherwise your doubt will be in yourself, and whatever the time you have given in your webinar, seminar, or in any event, that will be the waste, because whatever you have the doubt, you have not realized, you have not clarified. So it is my advice to you, when you have attended any course, any seminar, webinar, whatever you have question, you have to ask your mentor, so he will give the solution of your doubt. And in last, I will suggest to you, you have to apply, you have to implement, because knowledge is everywhere. Once you type how to become IIT engineer or how to become engineer. So lots of the website is providing the tips. Yeah, you can say ki, you write the one thing ki how to become a successful businessman. Not there is the at least 100, 200 or 1000 website or article they will provide how to become the successful businessman. But tell me one thing, whether all businessmen is become the successful? No, because knowledge is everywhere, but you have to implement your knowledge into your life to become successful. So implementation is a very important thing. Without implementation, there is nothing. Once you have lots of information, lots of knowledge, but you have not implement in your life, you will never success. So when you have attended any mentor, any coach, or any event, any webinar, seminar, or any office training, or anywhere, you have to implement whatever you have learned. And I give the one more tips to you. You have not to implement 100% from your training. Just you have taken one oath today with me, Manish. From today, I will start at least 1% 1% learning into implementation from daily or in every event. So what will happen? It is a long process. Okay, so it after 6 months or 1 year, you will see your life has been transformed and you become the successful, whether it is a successful student, successful housewife, successful business owner, or successful job professional. Okay, so once you have started at least 1% from a seminar, webinar, or learning activity, then your success will become your habit, and everyone in society, whether your family, friend, they will recognize you are the successful person. So that is the most important implementation, and it is not necessary or it is not possible you implement 100% of any speaker or any mentor. At least you have to implement 1 or 2%, or if it is possible 5 to 10%, but not more than 5 to 10%, because once you have absorbed something and you have to implement, and till date you have not implemented that thing, so whatever you have the routine in your life, okay, so that will disturb. So I am giving the last tips to you. You just implement 1% or 2%, so your life routine will not change. Once you have implemented 1 or 2%, it's become habit in your life, then implement other activity. So it is a process. So you will see after 1 year what you have, uh, 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 your implementation policy will become habit of your success. And now next topic we will understand, you have to follow 24 multiply 7 multiply 30 policy. And next week, once Savana ji will give the time, whether it is a Tuesday, so we will understand ki once we have taken decision ki I have to become learning. Learning is the important thing, you understand, and why it is the important, you also understand. So what is the next step? How we have to implement? As I have told, implementation success is the one. At least you have to implement 1% from everyone. And what is the next way? That is the next way. 24 multiply 7 multiply 30. So that I am keeping for the next week. So if you have any question, you can ask to me, or if you don't have any question, so I need my feedback, whether you have understand whatever I have given the lesson to you, or whether it is the interesting topic, whether you have learned something or not. Thank you.